Summertime, and the living here is easy. Fish, they are jumping, and the curtain is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these days, you are gonna rise up singing, with mommy and daddy by your side.
Every road we travel along on the North Shore holds a story of a mother starting off with her baby. It is a fragile and beautiful time filled with hope, joy, and new experiences. It is also a time where the learning curve is very high for the family as they adjust to their new life together.
I noticed that women are breastfeeding here, and one thing I notice is when I go to places like Truro or Halifax, that's when I suddenly feel self-conscious about breastfeeding in public, because I don't notice it to be as normal there. Here, and maybe it's just that I have a circle of friends who are doing that, but here there is support and I feel confident nursing her even still.
To make mothers feel more comfortable in community, businesses can welcome the Make Breastfeeding Your Business program. Owners and staff are met with and trained about the rights of the breastfeeding mother. They are taught ways to assist and accommodate her, and given strategies on how to deal with difficult situations. Business owners are also trained on how to best support breastfeeding staff as they prepare to come back to work. The main goal of Make Breastfeeding Your Business program is to protect the rights of the feeding mother. These days, hospital stays are short after the birth of a new baby. Women often return home within the first 2 days of their child's life. Often they leave the hospital before their milk comes in. The way we build on support in our community is through connections that are made with the mother during her pregnancy. Prenatal classes are offered to focus on pain management and partner support.
We try to make a special effort to invite the husbands and partners to these prenatal sessions, largely because we think that they often hold the key in determining whether the breastfeeding experience is going to be successful or positive. And really what we try to do is we try to offer husbands and partners some real tangible examples of how they can be both a supportive partner to the breastfeeding mother, but at the same time develop some real attachment to their child.
It's like a wave crashing. Yeah. So she might say, my contraction's starting, and you start your hands moving up with the contraction.
I just thought prenatal classes were important because this being my first child, I thought that I felt kind of ill-prepared. I didn't know what to expect, and so I wanted just a perspective of what would be going on and some ways to cope with that and just some strategies. And it's nice to have somebody who's been there before who can kind of talk you through it.
Mothers-to-be are given a how-to breastfeed class where we discuss the atmosphere in their home and practical information that they can use to avoid problems.
Because of the breastfeeding meetings, there's a foundation of information and knowledge. So first of all, the women here are being educated. They know how important it is to breastfeed and why you should breastfeed. And then when there's problems, there's help and support. Or even if it's not problems, I've had plugged ducts and mastitis and continue to have plugged ducts, and now I don't even need to call anyone to help me with that because I know how to deal with it on my own, and I've never had to go to the hospital, and I've never had it be a serious problem.
pregnant mother is also encouraged to join the monthly breastfeeding support group in order to watch newborns breastfeed, and also so they can connect to other women in their community.
I loved being in the company of other mothers who are at the same stage that I was, and you don't just end up talking about breastfeeding, although you certainly do talk about that. You talk about all the other things that go on with parenting. You get a chance to say, I had a really hard night last night, or I had a really hard week last week, and you're in the company of other women who will nod their heads knowingly and tell you that they've experienced that too, and they're all still there, and they're there to support you, and if you need them, they'll be there for you. So you can also benefit from being a mentor to other people. I didn't have any problems with actually nursing, but I was able to give a little bit of advice to some people who were, with the other women that were in attendance as well. So we all get to pool our knowledge, and we all get to support each other. We put in and we take away, so it's like a bank of experience and support.
At first, when I was first going to the group, you do the whole feeding before you go out, so you don't have to do it there, because it's easier to do it in your own home and to get them latched and everything. But then after a while, it was just kind of, no, I don't need to feed them before I leave, and it got easier, a lot easier. After 3 months, it was easy. And now I wouldn't change it, and it's 10 times easier now than if I was trying to do bottles and that. Now that I know how to do it, it's easy. I'm glad we stuck with it, huh?
By the time we enter the home, a personal relationship is established, and a sense of trust has been built. We often tell mothers that the babies are okay, but getting the mother out of pain by correcting a latch and getting a more efficient feed is our main priority. Isolation is a huge challenge for new mothers. Having a place for women to go so they can share their stories and learn from each other helps to build confidence and normalize the first year of parenting. Our community is a small place, so there is big impact from the efforts that have been made.
The support here, it comes from a place of love. So these women come into your house, or you go to the meetings, and there is love and care there. You feel totally looked after in every way, and I don't feel intimidated or scared to call somebody in the middle of the night even. I know that there's care there for me whenever I need it.
Why are breastfeeding rates so high here? I think it's simply connections and time spent with mothers. Fast access to help before you need it. Normalizing the experience through stories. Having the wisdom of other mothers who have already gone through the breastfeeding experience. Ongoing social support systems. Prenatals that build on the confidence of the labor supporter and ease the birth experience. Building on the community support that already exists.
Waited by the river for you to come in the water, steady as she goes, pass me by.